Chapter 12. Echoes Between Us. The auditorium's cheers had faded into silence, but the storm inside Alara hadn't. She wandered the quiet corridors with slow, measured steps, each one echoing too loud in the hush. The walls felt too close. The air, too still. She stopped near the old trophy case, where reflections shimmered in the glass like ghosts. Her own eyes stared back, calm, practiced. But beneath the surface, something pulsed. A name, a memory, a voice that still echoed. Alara. His voice, behind her again. She didn't turn. "If you're here to finish the debate," she murmured, "I'm not interested in another match." "I'm not," he said softly. "I came because I remembered something." A pause stretched, heavy. Then she turned, slowly. His figure was framed in the glass beside hers, slightly behind, always near, never quite close. "I remember," he began, his voice raw, "that spring day in your grandmother's garden. We found a dead sparrow. You cried so hard your nose ran and your shirt was soaked. I didn't know what to do, so I gave you my sleeve. It was sticky with juice." Alara stared, stunned. "I hadn't thought about that in years," she whispered. "But I did," Aiden replied, his gaze unwavering. "Because that was the first time I realized sadness didn't scare me. You didn't scare me. You let me feel things." Her breath caught in her throat. It was too much, too close, too far from the Aiden who mocked her with careless jabs. "I buried all of that," she said, her voice tight. "Years ago." "I know," he nodded. "And I was the one who held the shovel." A silence fell like snowfall, slow, cold, and beautiful in its ache. Aiden stepped closer. "I don't even recognize myself anymore when I'm around you. I don't know if that's terrifying or comforting." She didn't back away. "Why are you doing this now? What do you want me to say?" "I don't know," he said honestly. "That you remember it too. That it mattered." Her mouth trembled. "Of course it mattered, Aiden. But things change. People change." "You haven't," he said gently. "Not really. You just got better at hiding." "I had to." Her voice sharpened like glass. "Because the one person who was supposed to understand me chose to disappear." His jaw clenched. "I never stopped caring." "No," she snapped, eyes flashing, "you just got better at pretending." That hurt him. She saw it, and a part of her, small and buried, ached for him. "I had a dream," he whispered after a moment. "A stupid one. You were laughing. Not like you do now, tight and polished, but really laughing. The kind where your nose scrunches up and you forget people are watching. And I was just watching you. Not speaking. Just there, wishing I could bottle the sound." Alara froze. "It was the first time in years I woke up and missed someone before I even opened my eyes," he added. Her voice trembled. "That girl in your dream doesn't exist anymore." "Then let me find the one who's here now," he said quietly. "Even if she hates me." "I don't hate you," she whispered. "I just stopped needing you." He looked like he'd been struck. But he didn't look away. "Then maybe, I'll have to learn how to deserve a second chance." She turned, walking away, heart thudding against her ribs like a fist at a locked door. But this time, she didn't feel like she was running from something. She was running towards something else. And neither of them knew yet if it would be healing, or heartbreak. Chapter 13. Unspoken. The sky that afternoon was a dull shade of gray, not stormy, not sunny. Just in between, like everything else. Alara walked through the school courtyard, books clutched to her chest like armor. Students passed, some waved, some whispered, but she kept her gaze fixed ahead, chin high, eyes unreadable. Until she felt it, a presence. She turned slightly, and there he was, leaning against the edge of the fountain like he wasn't waiting, like his heart hadn't been pacing behind his ribs the entire lunch break. Aiden. Their eyes met for a second too long. She broke it first. "Stalking is a little outdated, even for you," she said, voice soft but sharp. He chuckled, trying to play it off. "I was just waiting." "For what?" A rematch, or another chance to disappear when things get real. That stung. Aiden stepped closer. Alara. No. She cut in, eyes flashing. You don't get to say my name like that. Like it means something to you. You made sure it wouldn't. Silence fell. The kind that ached. He didn't speak, just watched her, taking in the slope of her shoulders, the tight grip on her books, the way her lip trembled ever so slightly even as her words cut. I never meant to hurt you, he said finally. But you did. Her voice cracked. Just a little. And it was that crack, not her anger, that gutted him. I didn't remember, he admitted, voice low. At first, I didn't know it was you. The girl from the garden. The girl who used to draw swans and stars and hated the color yellow. I didn't know. Her lashes fluttered, and for a moment her eyes softened. Just a flicker. You didn't want to know. That silenced him. She stepped back. Don't mistake regret for redemption, Aiden. You don't get to rewrite the past because now it hurts you too. He swallowed. It's not just regret. A breath. I remember now. I remember everything. The popsicles. The broken swing. That time you cried because your sketch tore, and I pretended it didn't matter just to make you laugh. Alara blinked fast. You remembered too late, she whispered. Then she turned, walked away, and Aiden, this time, didn't follow. He just stood there, breathing in the silence she left behind. Because now, he remembered. And memory was a cruel kind of truth.